But it's interesting that you mentioned that because the first thing that happened when I was entering at Noise was Dave Haney seeing me and remembering me that I did an interview with him. And he was approaching me and he said, "You know what would be great if we could make a Kickstarter fundraising and develop new Amigas. I would totally do that," he said. He would totally um, develop new Amigas if he could find people to sell it for him. He would totally do that. And getting the funds out of the community
Yeah,
via
you'd
Kickstarter.
you'd need Kickstarter's not big enough. You need venture capitalists for that, and there probably are people that would do it. But the trouble is, I think it's too late now. You know, I think.
But I'm launching a brand new Kickstarter, and in fact, I'm going to be launching 3 different Kickstarters. They're all based around the same premise. As a big part of the whole process of AGA and becoming a subscriber is that a lot of the money that comes in is going to be put back into the community. And how are we going to do that, and why are we going to do that? Well, it's very straightforward. There are a lot of people who, for example, want to write a new piece of software, but can't get any funding for it. So part of our ethos will be we will provide funding for people who want to write something new in the form of software, games or business software, whatever, apps, whatever it is. And also the same thing with hardware designers. A lot of people want to build some new hardware, want to have a new idea about something, can't get any funding. It is our intention to help them fund that so that we are putting back into the community the money that comes in.
I think it's too late now. You know, I think the technology is gone and the opportunity is gone.
So these funds we're going to put back in to allow new products, as hardware and software, to commence development, early stage startups. How many people do you know who say, I want to write a game, but I can't get any funding for it? I've got an idea for a new piece of hardware, but I can't get any funding for it. Well, we're going to fill that gap. And that's where the money coming into ATA can be put back into the community to grow our community.
You know, even though there's a massive amount of terrific Amiga supporters out there, I don't think you could raise enough money to do it. I really don't, because you're starting completely from scratch.
We've also begun appointing an advisory board to made up of significant industry figures who will support the looking at new projects and whether we should invest in them. So in other words, what we're trying to do is we're trying to avoid scammers, because there's always going to be some of those around. Mike Nerney, I'm sure you know Retrotech Mike, Thomas Markinowski from Poland.
You know, you haven't even got that technology to progress with. It's gone, you know.
So on the AGA directory,
yes,
you are supporting classic machines. Are you supporting like new machines like the Amiga 1?
We will support whatever the community asks us to support. That's what we're there for. We want to grow the community in whatever manifestation it morphs into.
So that means you will support like Morph OS and AROS and OS 4.1?
Yeah, absolutely. If it's a community requirement, then it will be there. This is going to be the most
So you think that the retro hype is not good enough for restarting the Commodore Amiga business?
No.
But we want to endorse anything which looks like it has a chance to succeed.
I've been approached several times over the last few years to would I be involved in any kind of thing, and to be honest with you, it doesn't turn me on.
Well, we will look at it, and if it's a worthwhile cause, we will help to fund it. This will be the same for hardware design or anything that is of benefit to the community as a whole.
Okay.
You know, I'm somebody, when I believe in something, I can sell it as good as anybody in the world, but I have to believe in it, you know. And to be honest with you, I think it's a shame. It's history, you know.
But we deserve it. This community of ours deserves it. These people who suddenly produce fantastic products, be it software or hardware, or they contribute something towards the community that is worthy of note, they should be rewarded for this.
You know.
Okay.
Great times, fabulous history.
Love you all to bits, and please stay safe. Thank you.
So I'm a little bit confused. David, can you hear me? I have questions.
It's going to be phenomenal.
And in the 12 years I was with Commodore, I'd hardly change anything, to be honest with you. It was fabulous.
And building friendships, I think, is very, very important. Together we can grow and take advantage of the fact that we are a community which is in unison, one voice.
It's a lie. You told me to never lie.
I know, darling.
Send money.